Good morning, everybody. Today is a 3-day trip. I have 3 easy legs. Well, they might not so easy, but at 3 legs, I do a Harrisburg turn, and then I end up in Moline this afternoon around 4 o'clock. Now, I had 1 day off again, and I'm glad I'm done with that. I have 2 days off after this 3-day trip, but luckily for me, my last trips with the 1 day off in between haven't been so difficult to where it was so draining. I had so many legs, and then I only get 1 day off to try to recoup and do everything. Like, I cut my grass yesterday because if I waited, I know it's going to be too high by the time I got back. In the 3 days. So I just sucked it up and just went out there and started cutting the grass. Took an hour and a half to do everything with weed eating and things like that. But other than that, that's all that I do have for you. We're getting into April, and also today is Easter Sunday. If you do celebrate Easter, happy Easter. And I'm like, since when do they keep changing the dates for Easter? It's in March. You know, I don't really keep up with the date. I just know Easter's around the corner when they start selling the Easter stuff in the grocery stores and stuff like that. But other than that, I'm finna get ready and stop chatting my head off to you all and catch this shuttle. I'll see you guys a little bit later on this afternoon once I get to Moline. Everybody, I've made it here to Moline. It is cold here and raining and wet. Today's flights were pretty semi-uneventful. On the last flight coming here, well, no, let me tell you first off, let me start over. So as I'm coming off the shuttle and going to the terminal to go through KCM, a coworker that was coming off that I worked with before, she was so excited to see me. And I'm like, why is she so excited to see me? And so she told me, she said, she just got back from Thailand, and she said she wanted to thank me because I was the reason why she went to Thailand, by basically telling her about my travels to Thailand and places that I went to and places that I visited. So she decided to go, and she said she thanked me for it. And that gives me so much joy, because that's why I do what I do. I try to make people, understand, like, especially new hires. If you don't use these benefits at all, you're going to think this job is pointless, because you don't have the time, so I try to give them little nuggets of day trips, or picking a restaurant in another city to go have dinner in, and some people are like, oh, that's just too much. But I said, listen, if you live in Atlanta, 9 times out of 10 you're going to spend $100 going out to eat somewhere at a decent restaurant here. Why not take that and go somewhere else for the day and come back that night, or the red eye, whatever like that, just that way you're using the benefits, so it won't seem like it's pointless. I always try to tell them some certain places or how to give little tidbits on how to get your schedule the way you want to, especially on reserve. And then today in Harrisburg, Life Jennings, if you don't know who Life Jennings is, he's a singer, R&B. He's an R&B singer. He was on my flight coming from Harrisburg to Atlanta. Now, the gate agent was such a fan. She completely stopped boarding up there, ran down the jet bridge, and asked me to take a picture of her in Life as he putting his bags and stuff up in first class. And I said, well, again, we wasn't late, so it is what it is. She did it. She must have been a big fan, because she sure enough stopped boarding, ran down to the jet bridge to take a picture with him. Coming here to Moline, there was a parent in first class. Basically, it's a parenting issue, because as they were getting off the plane, they was complaining about the little child kicking the seat and screaming and stuff. But as I was doing first class, he was fine. So I don't know if it happened towards the tail end of the flight, where he started to act up and things like that. The lady complained. She said, I understand there's nothing you can do. It's a parenting issue. And I apologized to her and told her to make a complaint, and that way it can go from there. Just, I don't know what it can do. I mean, honestly, I don't know what we can do with that. But it is what it is. Other than that, I'm finna get ready and go work out and come back. I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning for a 4:30 van. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 2 of 3, 2-leg day. 2-leg day. I'm glad. Moline to Atlanta to Charleston, West Virginia, and we're done before 12 o'clock, which I've done this, well, not this particular route, but I think I left Shreveport then to Charleston, West Virginia was done like by 12, like earlier last month, or earlier, what is today? The 1st? Oh, today is April 1st. Please no April Fool's joke. But last month I did this, so I should be back to sleep by 12 o'clock. I was in the bed sleep by 9:30 last night because I was tired from the day before. But other than that, there's nothing else to report right now. I'm gonna get ready and go downstairs and see if I can get some, they have this flavored water in my system, and I'll talk to you guys once I get to Charleston, West Virginia. Made it here to Charleston. These 2 flights were very uneventful, but before I let me show y'all the view of Charleston, West Virginia. And you know, not too bad of a day. It's gloomy. It's supposed to rain a little bit later on today. All these today's flights were very uneventful. I forgot this morning, being that it was so early, that April is Autism Acceptance Month. If you've been on this channel, you all know that my son is autistic, and I'm a big advocate for understanding and accepting people with autism as someone I don't like to say they have a disability. I like to say he has a different ability. You know, people with different abilities, and you know, it's not an easy road. For some parents, because some parents may have it, you know, their child may be a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? They have a more challenging road than some. You know, where I am at, my son, you know, he still can, I don't have to feed him or anything like that, or do, you know, none of that other stuff. It's just some things that he doesn't understand the concept of as my other children would understand it at his age. He's going to middle school next year, and you know, my mind always wonders, because you see these videos of these kids who bully kids that, you know, that are quiet or shy, and I'm telling y'all, I promise you'll see me on the news about any of my children like that. But especially him, because he doesn't understand, he doesn't, you know how to defend himself, you know, in a way, because, you know, even though I try to teach him, he doesn't grasp it or doesn't want to do that because he's not that type of person. Now, my daughter, if she was in middle school, she would probably be the one I have to worry about fighting, because she punches really hard. But it is, April is Autism Acceptance Month, so I can go into it in another video if y'all like to see that, or, you know, my journey, how I've been able to navigate with it. Just let me know in the comment section. I can do that for you all, but it's all month, so I appreciate you all for listening to me as I ramble for this video. But I'm going to take a nap now, get up, work out, and watch some basketball. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for bright and early for go home day. Everybody, I am done for the day. I did just the 1 leg from Charleston, West Virginia back here. Got somebody to pick up the turn for me for Wilmington, so I got done a lot earlier. Doesn't really affect me and my hours for the remaining of the month that much, so that's a good thing. I'm off a couple of days. It's not going to be the best of weather. As you can see right now around me, it's not bright. It's really gloomy, so I think rain is going to happen, but still got to finish that spring cleaning, you know, throw old things away that I don't need, don't use anymore, and just dust and do all these other things that I need to do for when it comes down to spring cleaning. So I want to thank you all, if you made it this far to the vlog, for watching. Continue to share, continue to like, subscribe, and all that jazz for me. And I'll see you guys in the next vlog. As always, hug on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out.
I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile.